pings out here. That way everybody knows we're live. Hello, Pebbles. I hope you all are having a good day. I hope your week is getting off to a good start for you. If it isn't, I'm sorry. But if you're watching this, hopefully you've made it through the day. And we're moving on to bigger, better, and nicer things. You're doing your best, and I'm proud of you. I am doing Stings, Wings, and Other Things today. If you don't know what Stings, Wings, and Other Things is, once a month I talk about a creature, usually mythological or something like, from folklore. And we basically just kind of like run through some information about it and look at some of the things that have like its impact and its history, and we try to learn a little bit about it. I have done a bunch of these. Sometimes I have guests. I had Freya come on. We talked about dream dragons. My friend Prism came on. We talked about unicorns. My friend Flora came on, and we talked about just various horses. My friend Liara came on. We talked about kelpies. My friend Momo came on and talked about a bunch of different creatures. And I've done a ton of these solo, but yeah, this is just kind of like, I don't do too much just chatting content. Like I kind of keep it to 2 or 3 things a month. We've been playing so much Baldur's Gate 3 lately. We have been playing so much Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm like, I am sure some folks are real sick of watching me play Baldur's Gate 3. So I was like, well, this is a good time to do it. And I'm excited to do it. By the way, this art is by my friend Flora. The book here, this is Stings, Wings, and Other Things. Flora drew this. She did a great job. She's a very talented streamer, artist, and all-around cool person. You should go check her out. So yeah, if you don't like just chatting, that's okay. I'll have something else for you soon. This week is a very chatty week. I'm going to be doing a pet parade on Saturday. Y'all sent me pictures of all your pets. Oh my god. I'm guessing that's Ronma. Hi, Ronma. How are you? Folks sent me pictures of their pets, so we're going to do a pet parade on Saturday of everybody's super cute pets. I'm like, okay, it's the Grudge sound. It's not Momo, because Momo is streaming. It's not... Shameless does Bustin', so it's Ranma. So today, I want... Okay, so some of these have been a little different, because I like to keep people guessing, keep people being like, what are we doing? How many people saw the movie Project Hail Mary? Nah, Atomic doesn't do the Grudge sound. Atomic doesn't do the Grudge sound. Atomic does the channel point redeems for say hello. She does hydrate. She does summon Trevor. I don't think Atomic like ever does hardly. That was a good show. The Big Bad Beetleborgs. Big Bad Beetleborgs. It was a good show. If you never saw the Big Bad Beetleborgs, here, we're going on a journey that has nothing to do with anything. They're gossiping about you? Who's gossiping about you? Who's gossiping about you? What are you talking about? Who's gossiping about you, Atomic? Who the hell's gossiping about Atomic? Who do that? You never knew you were a Beetleborg, Atomic? Big bad... Oh, are the Beetleborgs gossiping about Atomic? Is that what's happening? I don't think they might. I don't know. Alright, check this out.
3 typical average kids inside a haunted mansion. Just by chance, Frida goes to make them Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. Hey, look now, they're superheroes armed with superpowers. Taken from
was the intro for Beetleborgs. In case you were wondering, like, what was the Beetleborgs? I'm like, it was that. Oh god, I'm hovering. No one said anything. I've been hovering. Oh no. Okay, well that happens. It was fun. It was like back when all of the shows were basically like you had Beetleborgs, you had VR Troopers, you had Power Rangers. Everything was trying to be like the next sort of. I was saying that you don't do the Grudge Redeem Atomic. Someone did the Grudge Redeem, and it took a second for it to be who, and I was like, it's probably Ranma. It's probably Ranma. And I'm like looking at like it's like because like I'm like okay, the culprits are these people usually. Everything was trying to ape Power Rangers. Then yeah, pretty much. I mean, to varying degrees of success. Power Rangers just tries to ape Power Rangers at this point. It's like, all right, what can we do now? We did ninjas. We did cars. We did what else do we got? What else? I swear to God, one of these days they're gonna be plumbers. They're just gonna be. It's just gonna be like, catch me teenagers with attitude, and they're like, nah, catch me a 30-year-old with attitude. I'll tell you this. But Power Rangers, you get a bunch of 30-year-old Power Rangers who are pissed off, can't pay their student loans, work day jobs they hate. They will beat the shit out of Lord Zed in an afternoon. The shit that the Power Rangers couldn't finish in 40 years, a bunch of 30-year-old Power Rangers will knock that out at an afternoon. They unfortunately ran out of ideas and ended it for now. I don't believe that. It's like everyone's like, oh, Doctor Who got canceled. No, it didn't. It's just they canceled the Christmas special. They're just looking for a new production company. Calm down. It's okay. It's you could start watching Power Rangers today, and by the time you finish, there will be new Power Rangers. Actually, way before you finish. What's the one that has the Scottish one? The Space Patrol. Space Patrol. No joke, Super Sentai is probably on a 10-year hiatus. There's like 40 years of Power Ranger. Wait, how many years has Power Rangers been on? It's been on like, I don't know, probably about 40 years. How many years has Power Rangers been on? Let me see this. 32 years! 32 goddamn years of Power Rangers. You go watch Power Rangers right now. You go watch the Power Rangers right now. The Power Rangers are older than Atomic. Power Rangers like lapped Atomic. It's like that's actually really funny. You don't realize how old some shit is until like, you know, you Google it. You go, oh my god, Power Rangers is 32 years old? You know, I do like the Power Rangers. I think it's a neat show. I'm very old school with the Power Rangers. Ancient ass TV show. What? No. Ancient ass franchise, yes. Not ancient ass TV. When was the last Power Rangers show on? Like 2009? Wait. When was the last Power Rangers series? Oh, we're going on a hole today. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The last official Power Rangers series, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, premiered on Netflix September 29th, 2023. It served as the 30th and final season of the original run that began in 1993. So, like, 3 years. 3 years since we've had Power Rangers. Oh my god. The cat just scared the shit out of me. He knocked over the recycling bin. He's like, just try. He puts his toy in the recycling bin next to the door, and then he yells at me to try to get it out. I'm like, I'm not getting that out. I'll get it out for him, but I'm not gonna get it out now. He just puts it in there. I don't know why. So I have like a big black plastic tub that I put the recycling in so I can take it outside. It's too early to do it now because like if I take it out now, people complain and they'll be like, oh, your recycling was out. I'm like, yeah, it was like 8 o'clock at night. oh, you gotta wait till later. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I just do. I'll literally do it like super late today. I avoid people. Pebbles, I have to be honest with you. I avoid people like the plague. I like sneak out in the dead of night like a vampire. Atomic and Prism used to yell at me because I'd be like sending them pictures and videos and shit. Because I'd be like walking around, I'd send them like Discord pictures of like, it's 3 a.m. Saku's wandering the streets, taking pictures of weird shit that he finds. You're gonna get stabbed. And I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. If anyone's gonna get stabbed, it ain't gonna be me. What's up? What's it like? What was the other one? What's the one? Celtic Warriors. Even Voltron is kind of Power Rangers. If, like, I mean, it's, you know, a bunch of teenagers and a princess riding around in lions that hook up. It's all this. It's all connected. It's all interconnected. I'm looking at Power Rangers stuff now. Hey, y'all want to see something funny? Check this out. Hold on. Look, it's Momo. It's a Momo. Okay, so anyway, now that I've talked about Power Rangers and Big Bad Beetleborgs, actually, there's probably another one. Let me see. This is one I don't think people remember as much, though. Like, this one existed, but I don't feel like it ever really grabbed people in quite the same way the other ones did. Like, every time I bring this one up, people are like, oh yeah, that was on.
Countdown control. 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are. Hi, engineer. Was that a shark? We are. They really worked hard on these lyrics. They really worked hard on these lyrics. Jesus. So that's VR Troopers. Nobody, I don't think most people remember that. I've got one no one remembers. These old shows really have theme songs. Okay, Atomic, I'm gonna play you. This is a soundtrack that you are not allowed to dislike. I'm even gonna turn off my music for this one. VR Troopers doesn't get this treatment. Check this out. No. Don't just like glide in your shitty fan art. What the hell was that? What the hell is this? It's in Spanish. I refuse. We're finding. No, I'm finding this now. Is this the actual No. No. I don't want it in Latin. Where the hell like? Damn, did they yeet the Bionic 6? Bionic 6. I mean, I have a solution.
The Bionic 6 will be back after these messages. And now, back to the Bionic 6.
Yeah, great. Because I think Atomic would die. But that's a good theme song. That's a good theme song. I'm trying to see if I have any other old... Oh, God. Here's one.
Defenders of the earth. Defenders.
Defenders
Out of the sky, his rockets ignite. Jets into battle, flying faster than light. Flash Gordon, Lord of the jungle, the hero who stalks. The beasts call him brother, the goes to war.
Phantom.
Defenders. Master of
He just
magic,
burned that dude.
spells and illusion. Enemies crumble in fear and confusion. Mandrake. Defenders of the
Mandrake, the magician.
His strength is a legend. His skills conquer all. Armed with his power, we never will fall. Lothar. Defenders of
I 100% do not remember that last guy at all.
young heroes. Proving their for becoming defending the earth.
I don't remember the last dude at all.
Defenders. Defenders of the
It's like, whoa, was this guy in the show? I don't remember him. I remember Flash Gordon. I remember all the other dudes. I was like, did this guy do anything? I've gone down a rabbit hole, folks. So buckle in. Here you go. This is another good one. Atomic, we're about to blow your little mind. Yeah! Yeah! Brave Star!
In a distant time and faraway place, the planet of New Texas floats deep.
New Texas.
Three suns, land of precious ore. The Carrium Rush brought outlaws by the score.
Brave Star. Brave Star. That dude's mustache haunts me.
A lawman appeared with powers of hawk, wolf, puma, and bear.
Hawk, wolf, puma, and bear.
From afar, champion of justice, Marshal Brave Star.
Also, his horse talks and turns into a robot. Brave Star. I think I broke Atomic's will to live. I think Atomic's like, what the fuck is this? What am I watching? I don't like it. Okay, wait, we're just going down a rabbit hole. Just hang out with me for a minute.
Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Where is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego. Where on earth can she be? Where? You know what? Momo might be Carmen Sandiego. Momo might be Carmen Sandiego. You never see them in the same place, and they're both red. Holy shit. Momo could be Carmen Sandiego. I love Carmen Sandiego. Carmen Sandiego, Carmen Sandiego, where on earth can she be? Where on earth can she be? Alright, Pebbles, are you sick of me watching old cartoon intros, or do you want me to actually move on to what today was supposed to be? Or are you vibing? Why would they make your mom cross, Atomic? They're great. These old shows really have theme songs that would make my mom cross. Why would your mom be cross at the Bionic 6? Is it because your mom loathes repetitive lyrics? Oh shit. Oh god. I'm trying to think of one that has like really repetitive lyrics now. Oh, I've got one. I've got one. There you go. Atomic knows this one. Atomic knows this one, but it's still like, there you go. Boom.
Sherlock Holmes. Bring Sherlock Holmes back to life. Back to life.
Back to life.
My dear Watson,
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes. I was into it. I was wired in. No! You have to like Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. You have to. You have no choice. In the 22nd century, Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
What's the worst cartoon intro of all time? To the okay, the worst cartoon intro. This is a reach for the Atomic. No, it's a good one. Here you go. This is a cute one. Have a happy day. Town. See,
It's so much fun to be
a part of Disney Town. That pig keeps it soaring while we're exploring a busy world. I wonder if Bananas made it into this. He's a criminal.
the good times never end.
Where's Bananas? I don't want to see the hippo. There he is! He's a criminal! Bananas Gorilla is a criminal! He steals bananas! It's invited to Busy Town. Let's go. Wait, I'm looking at... What's that show with the butt ugly orange round dog? You're gonna have to give me more to go on than an orange dog, Atomic. Are you talking... Wait, you don't mean... Wait, no. If Atomic means this, I'm actually gonna fight her. If Atomic's talking about this dog, I'm gonna fight her. You're not talking about Spot. You're not talking about Spot. Spot. Little Spot. No, it was ugly.
If there ever was a pup to cheer
You up. It's Spot. 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 Give me some context, Atomic. It's just an ugly orange dog. What dog were you talking about? Are you sure it's a dog? It had a humanoid face. Atomic, was this a dream that you had? I think this was a dream. You never watched it? Give me something to go on. Give me something. Atomic gives me, like, orange dog. Orange dog. Orange dog. Wait, I'm gonna turn my music back on. I'm gonna find this dog. I'm gonna find this dog. Fat Dog Mendoza. What the hell are you talking about? Fat Dog Mendoza. Alright, let's find this. Fat Dog Mendoza. I don't think this is a real show. I think Atomic made this up. Oh, what the fuck is that? I don't like that. I don't care for that at all. Why does it look like a music... Oh, no!
That dog.
I don't like this. I don't like any of this. This is awful. I don't like any of this. I don't care for any of this. This is awful. You hate Fat Dog Mendoza, he's ugly. I don't like any of this. This is all awful. Why is there a monkey? Oh my god. That legitimately looks like one of those shows. Okay, you know those shows that like the MAGA people put on every so often, where they'll be like, "Let's have a cartoon about racism," and it looks like really shitty. Like the animation quality's bad on top of the inherent hatred built into it, and you're like, "Oh, that looks like that." I'm glad you could share the horror of that with you. What is? I'm looking this up. I'm looking this show up. Fat Dog Mendoza. What is the purpose of this show? Okay, Fat Dog Mendoza. Oh my god. Fat Dog Mendoza is an animated television series loosely based on a Dark Horse. Oh, that's the problem. It came from Dark Horse. One-off comic of the same name. How many episodes? The show centers on a smart-mouthed dog who is incredibly obese, so much to the point that he is ball-shaped with small, stubby legs. Other characters include Little Costume Buddy, Piranha May, and Onion Boy. The group fights crime in the fictional neighborhood of Neighborhood X. They try to fight for justice, but they often fail. Humorously, yeah, it was based on a one-off Dark Horse comic. How many episodes was... Oh, no. This got 2 seasons. This got 26 episodes! Ugh. Let's see. How did this get 26 episodes? I couldn't watch 26 minutes of this. This is awful. No. No, I'm getting my angry eyes out. Hold on. I hate this. I'm angry and I'm weeping for all 26 episodes. Atomic, is this a thing that someone made you watch? Who did this to you? Fat Dog Mendoza. That might be one of the worst cartoons I've ever seen. That might be one of them. That's a contender. That is a contender for one of the worst cartoon intros. Like, not only did it not draw me in and make me want to watch the cartoon, I actively hate it. I hate it. I hate that cartoon. I would never watch that. Oh no, now it's in my YouTube like algorithm. They're like, he likes Fat Dog Mendoza. Let's send him more. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want more. You asked about theme songs that instantly make you change the channel. No, I didn't. I said, I said, what is the worst cartoon? What is like the worst intro for the best cartoon? Like the dichotomy of like a really bad intro, but the show is good. What you just gave me was, whew. Okay, do we want more? Are we enjoying Saku talks about cartoons, or do you want to move on to? You just showed evil. Yeah, that's just evil. Fat Dog Mendoza has no joy in his heart. It's just pain. It's just pain and suffering. It's just pain and suffering. What about goated cartoon intros? I showed you some and you were like, meh. Meh. I showed you some goated intros. I showed you some. I'm looking to see if there's any other ones that I really want to break out here. Here, I got one. I got one. Wait, let me find it. I'm fine. Atomic is taking us down a road today, everyone. They ain't no Duck Dodgers. Okay, Duck Dodgers did not have a good intro. I'm sorry, Duck Dodgers. Duck Dodgers does not get the... I have... Okay, here. Atomic's not gonna know what the hell this is. But we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this. I'm taking my anger away. Here. No one should terrorize the neighborhood. And then you have the Cadillac Cats. It's Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats. And there's a bunch of people's furry awakening. So, yeah. It's like, so there's just a bunch of cats. Yeah. You never watched this cartoon, Atomic. I don't believe you. You were talking about the comic strip. You're full of shit. Oh. Heathcliff, no one should terrorize the neighborhood. See, this was back when, like, everything had to be paired with something else. I found it. Here you go. This will haunt you.
Everyone up, everyone in. The fun to begin. Along with us to
Zoobly zoo. Zoobly zoo. Zoo. They're waiting for you.
It's as close as a dream and as bright as the light of moon. Welcome
To Zoobly Zoo.
Let's introduce the Zoobles to you. I'm Mayor Ben. I'm here to lend a helping hand.
I don't trust the mayor. I definitely don't trust Bill.
There's daring and adventure when lookout comes to call. And a kangaroo named Woodland who puts music.
Alright, I like the kangaroo. The kangaroo can stay. Oh no! No! I will not shout bravo! Okay, Sakutian's fine. I feel like this town doesn't have basic functions. You have like a mayor, a music teacher, a painter, and a beaver who's just like the only dude with a day job. Everyone else is like, it's like, well, you're gonna do like all of the stuff that isn't delightful and whimsical. Should I be glad that I did not watch this again? I don't know. Zoobly Zoo's not that bad. You could have gotten worse things to watch. You could have watched fucking round, fat, ugly dog that everyone hates. The show that Atomic introduced me to. I already forgot what it's called. What's the hell's that name of that fucking fat dog Mendoza? The worst cartoon I've ever seen in my life. Fat Dog Mendoza. Like, what the hell is this? I'm looking for other cartoon intros now. Oh god, I hated the Muppet Babies. I hated the Muppet Babies. I like the Muppets. I hated the Muppet Babies cartoon. I got actively annoyed when it was on. It would like change the channel if I had any option to do so. I'm like, I ain't watching this. This is hot trash. I'm looking to see if there's any other funny cartoon intros that jump out here. I guess not. I guess not. If you think of any, let me know. I'll bring them out for you. That's two. Oh God, sorry. Yeah, DPC fanboy. I don't think that anyone should watch Fat Dog Mendoza. I might get a shirt made that says #1 Fat Dog Mendoza hater, cause god damn, that was an ugly cartoon. Just god damn, that was an ugly cartoon. It's like, normally it's like, well, the intro is not very good, but it's like, no, there's no but. There's no saving this. It's just bad. It's just bad, and the people involved with it should feel bad for unleashing it upon an unsuspecting world. We're just gonna keep lobbing. Oh god. Oh god, what the hell is this? Oh, my algorithm's all jacked up now. It's all broken and Fat Dog Mendoza'd. It's all Fat Dog Mendoza. It's like he likes it. He likes Fat Dog Mendoza. I'm like, I do not like Fat Dog Mendoza. Stop showing it to me. And it's like, nah, you're into it, man. You're into it. You want more of it. We've turned Atomic into a Thundercats fan. She's like, we can't get her with like all the old cartoons, but every once in a while, like it'll be like, oh man, Thundercats, and she's just like, yeah, Thundercats. I think it's mostly because she thinks they're hot, though. Like, I think it's like she thinks they're hot, and she thinks the show is great. So it's like a weird little tutorial. Okay. So this is, for the record, not. This is more like what I do with Tower Tours than anything. Let me grab my book. Okay. So this is Things, Wings, and Other Things when I talk about magical creatures, and for the last 30 minutes I've done nothing. Today we're talking about a different creature. This is one that I have not talked about previously, or even alluded to, or suggested. I am grabbing it. Who knows what this is? Who recognizes this little individual? It's Rocky. That's right, Atomic. It's Rocky. Atomic is awake and paying attention. This is Rocky. Rocky is one of the stars of a new movie that a lot of people thoroughly enjoyed called Project Hail Mary. We watched it in Discord. It was really good. Rocky, I like shaking things up with Things, Wings, and Other Things sometimes, just because, like, I don't know, I like doing unexpected things. So, and it's my damn show, so I can do whatever I want, as long as I obey, you know, the rules of common decency. So, do with that what you will. So, Rocky is an Eridian. It made you weep hard. Yeah, that's seems like a pretty typical response to the movie at this point. So Eridians are a species that we encounter in the movie. And if you haven't seen Project Hail Mary yet, go watch it. Like, stop watching me. Go watch that. I can't wait for you because the movie's a couple hours long. But, like, it's better than anything I'll ever do. Or ever have done. It's a super fun movie. It's got Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling's great. It's a very touching, very heartfelt sci-fi, awesome movie. So I was like looking at creatures, and I'm like, and some months are easy to figure out a creature because I'll have a guest who's really excited to talk about one, or there's a creature linked to that month, and then it was like, oh, you could do sphinxes because people who are born in June are usually linked to the Sphinx. And I was like, I don't want to do the Sphinx right now. Also, June is hot, and I am sweaty, and it's a gross summer month, and the sun is too hot. And I was like, wanting to watch Project Hail Mary. So we're going to talk about Eridians a little bit. So an Eridian typically has 5 limbs that are attached to a pentagonal thorax and covered in an exoskeleton to protect them from the harsh elements and dangers of their planet. Similar to earthly species possessing shells, they can shed pieces of their shells when new ones are forming or growing. So, Rocky and other members of Rocky's species can shed their rocky exterior when new parts are growing in. They are typically much smaller than humans, measuring about 1.3 feet or 50 centimeters in height. When they stand on 2 or more of their limbs, they can reach greater heights. They feature between 4 to 5 identical limbs stemming from the central thorax, varying depending on the individual. Each limb has a ball and socket joint that attaches the joint to the thorax, and a hinge joint halfway down the appendage. Each limb ends in a trifurcated claw that can be used as either a weapon, a foot, or a hand. Eridians are capable of using their limbs for any intention based on decision and convenience. They can collapse their limbs to become a ball that rolls quickly, extend all for sure-footed grasping, or retreat to 3 while using their additional limbs for working. Who wants 5 limbs in that you can like imagine if you could like do shit with your feet and someone's gonna come and be like, I can eat a banana with my foot. Like, stop that. Stop that. Stop eating with your feet. That's weird. That's weird. Don't do that. But like, imagine if you could like just like 5 interchangeable limbs. You could clap all, like the most. Look how cute he is. Little Rocky. Just chilling. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I lost my place. Most complex life on the planet, including Eridians, have the ability to sense magnetic fields. On Erid, an Eridian inherently knows which direction is north. In space, their ships maintain a light magnetic field to simulate their homeworld. It's not necessary for their health, but it is more comfortable for them. I've heard this, and I do not know if this is true, but based on certain people and with varying degrees, someone was like, well, people have an inherent sense of which way is north based on like the mineral contents of your body. If you have, because people have iron in their body. Remember Full Metal Alchemist? You have iron in your body. And then someone's like, men know because they got more iron in their body. It's like, I don't think that's true. I think the whole thing was suspect, but that addition makes me be like, no, I definitely don't think this is true now. But Eridians can do it. The Eridian species is faceless and has no ability to see the world around them in a traditional manner that humans are accustomed to. Instead, they rely solely on echolocation and surfaces to see. When attempting to communicate with Rocky, humans realized that the creature couldn't see the clocks or props that they were using to communicate. They added a layer of tape over these props to create a surface so Rocky would visualize them. Rocky later created the Eridian version of the Sholdani plates so they could see important details on monitors during missions. Grace was both impressed and annoyed to learn that Rocky could see through walls, completely eliminating the idea of privacy between the human and Eridian. I do not love that Rocky can see through walls. I do not think I wouldn't want my roommate to be like, just like, what are you doing? I can see you at all times. Like, no. Mm-mm. Also, I think Rocky probably has pretty good... Yeah, here we go. Eridians have extremely accurate and attuned hearing. They can hear even the smallest, subtlest movement from great lengths and with perfect precision. They, let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty good. They communicate they communicate mostly by sound, having... Oh, wait, I wanted to change my image. Hold on. Hold on. I'm changing my image around. Give me one sec. Life. I love when it changes when I'm typing, and I'm like, no, that's not the word I typed at all. That's not the word I typed. But thanks. Thanks for changing it to the wrong word. That was super helpful. Da-da-da-da. I found it. This is Eridian anatomy. I just thought it was neat. So you can get a little view. Okay. Back to my notes here. They communicate largely by sound, having 5 vocal systems that can speak in chords, enabling them to speak in a wide variety of tones and notes. Their method of speaking is much longer than the human language, with a single name taking several seconds to fully speak. I think that there are plenty of humans whose names take several seconds to speak, but that's a whole other thing. The information transfer rate for Eridian speech varies from language to language. However, in general, Eridian speech is about 6 times as information dense as human speech. Meaning, on average, if you have a human and an Eridian say the same thing in their native languages at the normal speed for them, the Eridian will take about 1/6 as long as the human. Eridians are mostly made of an organic material. Unlike a human body, which is entirely living cells, Eridians have worker cells that assemble and maintain the body. They have a hard shell and a metallic internal bone structure. Their joints appear as actual hinges, which allow them to move their limbs in any direction they desire. I think that's interesting as hell. Eridians do not have blood in the same meaning or capacity as human beings. Their liquid medium, I do not like when don't call my blood a liquid medium. Do not refer to my blood as a liquid medium, thank you. It's comprised mostly of liquid mercury. Oh, great, so it's highly toxic to us. Which serves as their temperature regulation system. Their blood contains other heavy metals dissolved within it. Pebbles, don't drink heavy metals. They're bad for you. If you drink heavy metals, you will probably die. Do not drink them. Hydrate with something else. Something not heavy metals. Do not drink the heavy metals that you find on the street. An Eridian has 2 unconnected bloodstreams which are kept at different temperatures. That's cool. One is simply the outside ambient temperature, usually about 210 degrees Celsius, called the ambient circulatory system, the ACS, and the hot circulatory system, HCS, which is maintained at 305 degrees Celsius, hot enough to boil water on Erid. Eridians have 5 hearts, each near their main leg joint, and work very hard as both their blood and environment is heavy. What the hell? Who? Okay. Anyway. Wait, I have to do the temperature conversion. Okay, so 305 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. I'm doing the conversion. Don't judge me. Holy shit! That's 581 degrees. Okay, wait. 581 degrees. 500. That's insane. I gotta fix my hat. Okay, wait. What? Why is their blood so hot? Well, I guess it's liquid metal. But mercury's room... Well, okay, here's a fun fact. The metalman, everybody. Mercury is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature. I don't know what other heavy metals or the Eridians are made of. I don't know. But apparently their blood is all heavy metals. which is pretty cool. I think that's interesting. Let's see. They are semi-cold-blooded, as the ACS temperature is maintained at 210 degrees, which is about the average outdoor temperature on Erid. Okay, so how hot is 210 degrees? How hot is 210 degrees? 400 degrees! That's too damned hot! That's too damn hot. I can't, like, I don't, it's like Arizona. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. That is too hot. Too hot. Don't like. What are other heavy metals? I'm looking, we're going on a journey here, Pebbles. Hold on. Heavy metals. Okay, so let's see. Heavy metals. Okay, so here are some examples of other heavy metals: copper, iron, zinc, magnesium, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury. Super. That's great. That's just magical. So it's a concoction. Do not have sex with the Eridians. If their circulatory system is made of heavy metals, it might be the last thing you ever do. I don't know. Well, I think there's a section in here about their reproductive stuff. Let's see. So the planet they're from is called Erid, E-R-I-D, in the 40 Eridani system. They are characterized by general facelessness, rock-like appearances, 5 limbs, each with prehensile claws. Appearance. Alright, let me see here. We already went through this. Yep, I did that. Okay, yep, we covered that. We covered that. Sorry, I lost my place looking at heavy metals. Oh, here's the muscular system. They have 2 distinct types of muscles. Skeletal muscle, which performs their main movements, and micromuscles, which exist only inside the bloodstream. That's interesting. Okay, so you have 2 types of muscle. Blood vessel flow is controlled by valves and flaps. I am also controlled by valves and flaps, everyone. Just so you know. I am also controlled by valves and flaps. At junction points in the ACS and HCS, remember they have 2 circulatory systems. These valves and flaps are powered by micromuscles. These micromuscles are made of crystal and powered by the, oh god, the piezoelectric effect. I don't know what that is. Let's learn what the piezoelectric effect is, everyone, and I guarantee you I'm saying that wrong. Is it the PEZ? The PEZ electric effect. Alright. The I'm gonna type this in chat so you all can yell at me about it later. Okay, so this is how you spell this word. How the hell do you say this word? The piezoelectric effect. The piezoelectric effect. Is the ability of certain materials to generate an electrical recharge in response to applied mechanical stress. The direct effect. When a material with this effect is, like quartz or specific ceramics, is squeezed or compressed, its microscopic crystal lattice distorts. This distortion separates the material's positive and negative charge centers, creating an electrical voltage. That is cool! The converse is when you apply an alternating electrical charge to the same material, the crystal expands and contracts rapidly. This physical vibration converts electrical energy into mechanical movement or sound waves. Holy shit, that's really cool. Let's see here. Eating or digestion. The mouth of the Eridian is at the bottom of their bodies and faces downward, allowing them to shove food inside themselves. Their entire bodies tremble as they consume meals. The opening heals shut at an accelerated pace, needing to be forced open with each meal. Well, that's just great. The entire process is disgusting to many humans who witness it. Part of eating for an Eridian is to butcher the carcass and separate out the useful needed parts, They use their limbs to grind their meals together into small pieces of sludge, with their hands acting as teeth before inserting the meal inside their bodies. Broadly speaking, Eridians require 3 times the caloric input that humans do. So they have to eat 3 times. So these little dudes got to eat 3 times as much as you do. And they're a foot tall. This might be Cottontail. Or Momo. I'm not sure. We have to keep learning more about them. Maybe they're from Iridia too. An Iridian brain is a crystalline structure located at the center of the thorax, inside an area known as the colony. I want my brain to be known as the colony. This is also the home of the worker cells. Unlike other parts of the body, the brain needs constant care. Pebbles, this isn't a really important... Wait, I have a thing for this. Hold on, I gotta grab this. The brain needs constant care, so this is a good time to remind you all that I am doing a donathon through the Brain Injury Association of America. They fund treatment, research, and recovery efforts for people who have suffered a traumatic brain injury. Every dollar donated to the charity drive currently adds 1 hour to our counter time. We have fun prizes, like if you want to make me eat a nasty-ass jelly bean, that's one of them. I hate jelly beans, and these are expired. So, I figured that out after I ate the first one, and Atomic was like, it's not that bad, it's cinnamon. I was like, bleh! We also have Funko Pops and all that good stuff. And that is dedicated to my friend Prism. She raised over $5,000 for the Brain Injury Association of America before she graduated. So, that's pretty cool. And it's a really good cause that goes to help people. Alright, so let's see here... Okay, so their brain needs constant care. The Eridian race varies in intelligence and intellectual capacity like any other race, excelling at some things better than humans, like multitasking, while falling short in other areas like focus. They are easily bored by topics and tasks, particularly because they are thinking multiple steps ahead in a plan. They are incredibly inventive species, widely adept at mathematics and science, while they make strides in engineering. They possess high emotional quotients as well, mating for life and falling in love. They form close bonds, friendships, and reverence for one another. They can also experience anxieties, fears, longings, and even depression. Well, that's just great. Oh, this is an interesting part about them. So check this out. At regular intervals, the Eridian will go into a dormant state. Here, we'll switch to a different image for our little buddy here, so you don't have to keep looking at his guts. Here you go. Almost there. Almost did it. There you go. There he is. He's a little buddy. He's a little pal. He has 2 circulatory systems. And worker cells that maintain his brain. At irregular intervals, the Eridian will go into a dormant state that is a much deeper level of unconsciousness than a human. Let's see. How an Eridian is rendered completely helpless during this state of dormancy, as their muscles literally become paralyzed. The circulation of mercury is temporarily stopped during this period. They rely solely on others to ensure their safety, taking turns watching over groups. So they kind of like, I guess, like almost hibernate. And then like while one of them sleeping, the other ones will watch them. Let's see here. Thank God that's not how our circulatory system works. That would suck. They typically sleep on top of each other. Eridians can only heal their HCS issues while they are asleep. If struck by an illness, they must move around constantly to get well again. Conversely, serious injuries or bleeding can only be healed in a state of dormancy. After suffering exposure to oxygen, their body can literally be burned off. But they can sometimes recover from such severe injuries. Let's see here. They lay eggs. Okay, so they lay eggs. So they do reproduce. They do reproduce, and they lay eggs. They bury their eggs, but that is an old practice. They have more advanced means to keep their eggs safe now. The eggs have nutrients, raw materials, and worker cells from parents. They also have permeable membranes which start to merge, allowing free-flowing worker cells to start building up with resources that are in use. Within each subtype, one side or the other will overwhelm its competition and win. It is largely random which subtype will win, and there is an entire evolutionary train having to do with egg competitiveness of worker cells. But in the end, each subtype of worker cell ends up with just one line. These worker cells are functionally the genes of the Eridian. Once all of that is settled, the worker cells get to work maintaining the Eridian. Both parents have a parental instinct towards the offspring. The typical litter size is 5. 5s in general show up all over Eridian biology, because they have 5 limbs. So they have 5 eggs, 5 limbs. Eridians are comfortable at 210 degrees Celsius. They start suffering from heat exhaustion at 230 degrees Celsius. They will die if exposed to temperatures of 240 or higher for extreme periods. A temperature of 280 degrees Celsius is higher is almost instantly fatal. That's great. They evolved to exist in 28 atmospheres of pressure. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to massacre this, so bear with me. So a lot of time, an atmosphere of pressure is a unit of measurement that is basically used to it's a barometric pressure. So it's the force exerted by the weight of air molecules in Earth's atmosphere on given surface area. So 1 atmosphere, 2 atmosphere, that's like basically it's a pressure measurement. So they can survive. They exist in 28 atmospheres of pressure. Okay, so wait, 28 atmospheres of pressure. I'm trying to see if there's a planet in our solar system that has something similar. Let's see. What is the highest atmospheric pressure on Earth? Okay, so... Oh, Mercury only has 1 atmosphere. So they're very well adapted to extreme pressure. A pressure below 19 atmospheres is fatal. At this pressure, the ambient temperature of 210 degrees Celsius will boil water in their worker cells. Like humans, Eridians can handle quite a lot of additional pressure, up to hundreds of atmospheres, so long as the air is ammonia. So they breathe ammonia, which is not good for us. Don't recommend doing that. Keep that, and my whole thing just crashed here. Give me just a minute. Okay. Let's see. Unlike humans, Eridians don't need a slow transition from one pressure to another, so they don't get the bends. They just go like boop, 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 boop. Their respiration is simply for heat and exchange. They do not absorb or eject gases during this phase. Also, unlike humans, they do not have gases dissolved in their bloodstream. However, when Eridians eat, they have a low pressure tolerance because that's the only time their body opens and exposes itself to the outside air. The pressure isn't the problem, but the sheer volume of ammonia molecules become deadly to the worker cells. Eridians are carnivores. Okay. Let's see. They eat certain minerals to supplement their diet. So again, remember, they don't have teeth. They don't really have a digestive system. So okay, so a human digestive system works like this. You know, you're like, if you're atomic, for example, you're eating your mince pie, you're having a great time, you're chewing, and then you swallow, and you have a big stomach full of digestive acids that further, dissolve and grind up what you have manually chewed. And then your other organs, your intestines, small and large, your liver, your kidneys, all that good stuff, break that stuff down further, absorb the nutrients, and just help to distribute them out throughout the body. That is a very, very, very broad thing. So these dudes, they don't have a digestive system like we do. I mean, they have a digestive system, but it's very different. Their digestive system mostly relies on their hands, which function as teeth. And they grind shit up, and then they stuff it in that hole, and they eat it. Also, their hole is on the bottom, which is weird, because, like... I mean, imagine if, like... Do you ever, like, imagine, like, laying face down and eating? You ever do that? Has anyone ever laid... Imagine laying face down with, like, your head just, like, slightly raised off the floor and trying to eat. Let's be... Let me see here. Alright, let me see what else I have noted here. I've got... Okay. An Eridian thorax... I already... Some of this is repeats because I was doing a lot of research on them. They are made up of mostly metals and metallic oxides. Their blood is the heaviest part, being made mostly of mercury. We will say that the mercury in the Eridians' bloodstream has about the same wall friction as blood in a human system. Wall friction. This means that if the heart stops beating, the blood will stop moving in about 1 second. No way! No way, there's no way that a person's blood stops moving after 1 second. I don't buy that. No way. I mean, I'm sure it gotta be a couple seconds. Eridian blood represents 10% of their body volume. The rest of the body is made up of mostly metals and oxides, though made in porous honeycomb structures to enable worker cells access to everywhere they need to be. The predominant metal is iron with a density of 7,870 kilograms. However, being so porous, there's a lot of empty space. They are mostly made of hematite with a density of 5,260 kilograms. The most common compounds are silicates, clocking in at 2,700 kilograms. Let's see, 70% of the volume of the Eridian is pockets of empty space, largely from muscles to expand into and inside the honeycomb-like structures. The average density of a non-empty, non-blood part of an Eridian is 4,800 kilograms. Let me see here. Humans and most other life on Earth have radiation resistance built in low levels. DNA has redundancies that are evolved in mechanisms to repair transcription errors. Cells evolve to simply die if there's too much damage to their genetic code, and will actively die if they are at risk of turning to cancer. Eridians did not evolve any of this. Their planet's extremely strong magnetic field, plus their very thick atmosphere, prevent most, if not all, radiation from reaching the surface. Also, having metallic blood just makes things worse. While the blood does provide some protection to a colony from direct radiation, the mercury itself often becomes radioactive. Remember, their blood is metal. Metal absorbs radiation differently than human blood and liquids and goo. It causes more problems than it solves, and the extremely low water content of an Eridian's body provides no effective shielding. So the water in you gives you so humans are not great radiation absorbers, but we have some protection against radiation built into us. Why? Because we live on a planet that gets blasted with radiation. The atmosphere gives you a lot of protection, but, you know, there's radiation. Not as much as there could be. There could always be more. Let me see here. Due to their inability to sense electromagnetic radiation of any kind, the Eridians are unable to detect any objects in space. Light is how information is passed in space, and they are not able to sense it at all. This means that Eridians have no concept of relativity. This discrepancy nearly completely fails them due to time dilation and length contraction. The trip from Erid to Tau Ceti was based on very different physics. Let me see here. So they don't... The way they see things, again, they're relying on echolocations. Now, they need sound. And in space, things function off of light. You can't use echolocation in space. You can use other things, but echolocation doesn't help them. So they're not the best at navigating space. Check this out. I grabbed this. I did have a video that I want to show you all. I don't want to like spoil the whole movie, so I was like, I didn't want to show a trailer because trailers tend to have a lot of stuff that will get me in trouble with sound. So this is just a quick little clip.
Hi, Grace.
You're in a ball.
So Rocky, no Diane, Grace atmosphere. I come up.
Oh, you're coming up.
Foreign body detected.
Grace and Rocky, big science. Together. I keep going this way? This room boring.
Rocky!
Science, save Earth, save Eris, good plan. Put this down here, question. Amaze. Rocky, what is the human technology? Dirty. Why room so messy?
Well, I wasn't expecting company, was I?
So yeah, that's Rocky. That's a little. I didn't have that on screen the entire time. Well, good job, Saku. Good job, Saku. Well done. Bravo. Let's just do it again.
Hi, Grace.
There you go.
You're in a ball.
So Rocky, no Diane, Grace atmosphere. I come up.
Oh, you're coming up.
Foreign body detected.
Grace and Rocky, big science.
Big science.
Together. I keep going this way?
Big science.
Boring.
Rocky!
Science, save Earth, save Eris, good plan. Put this down here, question.
Look how cute Rocky is.
Rocky, what is the human technology? Dirty. Why room so messy,
Well, I
question.
wasn't expecting company, was I?
When someone just like, okay, you ever have someone just like completely like pop by unexpected and you're like, oh god, I've got like my sheets on the table because I've been folding laundry. Everything's just it's not a good day. It's not a good day for like random people to show up. I think the Eridians are a really interesting species. I think they're very, very cool. Project Hail Mary was awesome. It's a fantastic movie. I really liked watching it. I watched it we watched it in Discord. Atomic had a whole ordeal trying to see the movie, so I was glad that we got to watch it with her because she went to see it in theaters. God bless her, and just got completely like blocked the whole day. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. It's nice to see a movie that like, you know, people all kind of are like, this is just fun and we enjoy it, and it's the worst movie date ever. Atomic, it doesn't count as a movie date if you don't see the movie and then someone takes you to a bookstore and tries to get you to buy them a book. That's not a movie date. That's like that's like a low-grade robbery with extra steps. That's not a movie date. It doesn't count as a movie date unless you actually go to the movie. I'm trying to find something. Hold on. Bear with me. I didn't want to like show like 40 clips. Okay, cool. So I think the Eridians are an amazing species. I think they're really interesting. I think you should all go watch Project Hail Mary. It's a great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I might stream it again at some point soon because it's really fun. I'm definitely gonna put them in my book. They're definitely going in here. I mean, Rocky has to go back to his, but like, you know, they can hang out. I think they're amazing. And like, it's interesting because like rock creatures are, there are a lot of stories about like various, you know, rock elementals and rock giants and enchanted rocks. So it was cool to see them take the element, and Rocky is not a CGI generated creature. Rocky is a puppet. Rocky's got a puppet that they use to like steer him around. And I thought that they brought a lot of life to him, and they brought a lot of life to the Eridians. I thought they were a really, really interesting species, and I had a lot of fun. It's interesting to read through a sci-fi description because, you know, like fantasy, it's usually like it's magic, so it works. This, there's like a lot of science, and it's like it has two circulatory systems, and this is how, because people are going to ask, well, how's that work? And you can't just say magic. You have to be like, that's what when people ask me how I work, I'm like, I'm magic. I work because magic. But you know, when people ask how Rocky works, you have to give him something. So he's two circulatory systems. He, I think it's interesting. The thing that probably surprised me the most is that they shed their exterior. Also, they lay eggs. Be careful the next time you eat some eggs, because I don't know what Iridian eggs look like. I don't know. I don't know what they look like, and there is a chance that you might potentially be eating one of Rocky's kids. So don't do that. Pebbles, I hope you had fun hanging out with me and checking this out. I really like doing Stings, Wings, and other things with you all. You know, sometimes it's nice to, like, I like playing games, but sometimes it's nice to just hang out and chit chat with y'all and get to spend a little time. And I don't know, I like doing stuff where we can learn. And like, silly as it is, it's like, hey, I learned something. Actually, I learned a lot of things doing this one specifically. I did not know about a few of the concepts that were introduced here, so hey. And if you want to yell at me after the fact for mispronouncing anything, feel free. We are going to do a raid. I'm going to raid Freya. Freya is playing Stardew Valley. We will do a little... There is your raid message. I will be back tomorrow. We will be in my friend Prism's Discord. We're going to be doing a Discord watch party. I don't know what's winning the poll off the top of my head right now. Let me grab the poll here. If you haven't voted yet, feel free. Okay, so right now it's a tie between a horror movie and a Western. So go vote if you haven't already. I will be in my Discord on Thursday. We're going to watch Doolittle. And then on Saturday, I am going to be here. Well, Friday, I'll be here doing a Discord watch party. Saturday's the pet tour. We're doing a pet parade. So if you are in my Discord and you want me to look at your pets and tell you how cute they are and you haven't posted pictures, you have time. I'm really excited to look at all your pets. A bunch of people have given me permission to use pictures of their pets too. Because, you know, I have a lot of friends who aren't in the Discord, so I'm going to show their pets off too. Go say hi to Freya. Do your best. I'm proud of you. I know things are not always easy, but you're doing amazing because you're good people and you're trying. Until next time, play more games, be safe, hydrate, and be amazing. I love you. Bye-bye.